Hi and welcome. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next story. Your support helps us keep bringing you more gripping tales, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. When my wife packed her bags, I let her walk, and it was the best decision I ever made. That Friday evening, I expected nothing more than a quiet dinner and maybe a late-night movie. Instead, I opened the bedroom door to find my wife, Melissa, with both closet doors flung wide, pulling clothes from hangers and tossing them into two oversized suitcases. She didn't even flinch when I walked in. "What's going on?" I asked, my voice calm but sharp enough to cut through the rustle of fabric. She zipped one suitcase halfway and said without looking at me, "I'm moving out tonight. Don't try to stop me." The way she said it, rehearsed, clipped, told me she'd practiced this line. Moving out. To where? "I'll stay with a friend until I figure things out." Still no eye contact. Then she added, like she'd been waiting for the cue, "Evan, I need more from life than this." I gestured around the room. This house, this life. Yes, this routine. You. She said it flatly, like I was an item on a grocery list she no longer needed. "Then let's talk about it," I offered. "We could do counseling." "No," her tone was sharp, final. "I don't want counseling. I'm done." She expected me to beg. Promise I'd change. Panic. Instead, I stood there for a moment, letting the silence weigh between us, and said, "Okay." That made her pause. She stopped mid-fold and finally looked at me. "Okay. That's all you have to say? You've made up your mind, Melissa. What exactly am I supposed to fight for if you've already decided you're done?" Her lips tightened. "Fine. Don't say I didn't give you a chance." She zipped the suitcase, grabbed both handles, and brushed past me without a single backward glance. I stood at the window and watched her car's taillights disappear into the night. The second they were gone, I picked up my phone. "Daniel, it's Evan," I told my lawyer. "Melissa just moved out. What do I need to do to protect myself?" Within minutes, I had a checklist. Cancel her access to my credit cards. Change the locks. Document everything she left behind. By midnight, her cards were dead. By morning, a locksmith was at the house. The truth was, I saw this coming months ago. When we first married, Melissa worked full-time at a marketing agency. She'd come home laughing about her co-workers' antics, happy to spend our weekends together. Then 8 months ago, she abruptly quit, saying she needed something less stressful. She started working part-time at a boutique. The rest of her days disappeared into Instagram scrolls, TikTok videos, and endless group chats with her single friends. It began with little comments, how fun her friends' lives looked. Then came comparisons. They had better vacations, better apartments, more freedom. Melissa began going out more. First late happy hours, then girls' nights that ended well past sunrise. I'd wake up to an empty bed and a text. "Don't wait up." One night I saw a name on her phone. Ryan, an old coworker I remembered for being just a little too friendly with her. When I asked, she rolled her eyes. "It's just Ryan. We're catching up." "You're being paranoid." "Paranoid because my wife was having late-night talks with another man." "You're controlling, Evan." "It's not attractive," she snapped. That was the end of the conversation. But from that night on, I paid closer attention. The laughter she used to share with me now lit up her phone in text threads with someone else. So when I found her packing, it wasn't a shock. It was confirmation. The cracks in her plan showed up fast. The next morning my phone lit up. "What did you do?" she barked before I could say hello. "Good morning to you too. My cards aren't working. I got declined at a gas station. They're in my name. You were just an authorized user. I removed you. You can't cut me off. Melissa, you packed your bags and left. I'm respecting your decision." Her tone softened just slightly. "I never said I wanted a divorce. I just needed space. Packing 2 suitcases and leaving is called moving out, not taking space." She hung up. Minutes later, her friend Claire called. She feels like you're punishing her. She told me she was done. I'm taking her at her word. Claire tried to play mediator, but I ended the call. I knew she'd been one of the voices pushing Melissa toward the door. By Wednesday, Melissa escalated. 3 sharp rings of the doorbell. Then pounding. I looked outside. There she was, hair in a messy bun, same jacket she'd left in. She tried her old key. It didn't fit. She banged harder. My neighbor John came over. Everything okay here? She locked me out of my own house, Melissa said. John frowned. Didn't you tell me Saturday you were finally free and ready to start fresh? Her face flushed. That's not what I meant. It's exactly what you said, John replied. I stepped outside. There's nothing to talk about. You told me not to stop you. You got what you wanted. I didn't know it would be like this, she said, voice cracking. Maybe you should have thought about that before you left. Close the door. She stayed another 5 minutes before walking away. Then came my family. Saturday morning my mother called. She says you locked her out and cut her off. That's correct. She moved out. Well then, my mom said, she has to live with it. My sister, Emily, texted later. Melissa called me crying. I told her to stop. A week later she brought her brother, Paul. She knows she overreacted, Paul said. I leaned on the doorframe. She told half the neighborhood she was happier without me. Melissa shifted awkwardly. Ryan wasn't what I thought. I made a mistake. So you left thinking someone else would be better. And now you want to come back? That's not fair. No, Melissa. What's not fair is you walking away without trying to fix anything, then expecting me to reset when it's convenient for you. Paul sighed. They left. She didn't look back. A month later she made her last play. Daniel, my lawyer, called. Her attorney wants marriage counseling instead of continuing the divorce. Pressures coming from her parents. But I knew the truth. She wasn't lonely because she missed me. She was struggling because she'd lost the lifestyle she had with me. The house. Mine before marriage. The money. Cut off. The safety net. I told Daniel to proceed with the divorce. Her last text came weeks later. We could fix this if you just talk to me. I didn't respond. 3 months later it was done. No big courtroom drama, just signatures and a stamp. I later heard she'd moved back with her parents in a small town, working at a call center after quitting the boutique. Now the house feels calm. Predictable. A month after the divorce, I met Rachel, a 32-year-old nurse who owns her condo and doesn't see relationships as leverage. When I told her about Melissa, she said, "Sounds like she wanted you as a backup plan while she explored other options." That's exactly what it was, I replied. Melissa had expected me to panic, to beg. But I'd already spent months fighting for the marriage. She gave up in one evening. Best lesson I ever learned. When someone tells you they're leaving, believe them. Don't chase. Don't beg. Let them go. Because if they really valued what they had, they wouldn't walk away in the first place. If you want, I can also give you 3 alternative outros with slightly different tones. One dramatic, one friendly, and one suspenseful, so you can switch them up in your videos for variety. That way your audience never hears the exact same closing every time.